Hello, friends. Welcome to Luxury Branding One-on-One. Today is part 2 of a 5-day Scale Your Biz bootcamp that I have been hosting in our Scale Your Biz Bootcamp Facebook group. And today I really wanted to go live and share with everybody why luxury branding matters and why you truly need it if this is for you okay, this is a big if. You want to charge more for your products and services with high integrity and high value. So type in the comments if that's you. You want to learn how to charge more for your products and your services, okay? So that's number one. If also you want to position yourself in an elevated way where you stand out among the crowd. So type the number 2 in the comments if that's what you want. And number 3 is that not only do you want to elevate your own branding, you want to elevate your lifestyle. You want to elevate the circles you walk in and work in, and you want to have more impact and more income. That's number 3 in the comments if you're committed to this kind of work. And how it begins is to go within. And so today I'm going to take you through my brand new Scale Your Biz playbook, and we're on part 2, day 2, however you want to look at it, and I'm going to walk you through it. Those of you in the Scale Your Biz Bootcamp for this week only are getting this playbook for free. This is actually part of my new 7-figure club program, paid program. And also, it will be its own kind of Scale Your Biz course and a prerequisite for getting into any of my programs. I like that my dog is, of course, choosing to bark right now as I'm like super into this. So let's keep going. And then I'm going to see if I'm going to have to just go take care of the dog. Just give me a second. This is Tis Life. Get your papers out. And also, Grace, if you could, 1 second. Stella. Okay, let's try again. I don't have a dog babysitter. Maybe I need to have a dog babysitter. Okay, let's keep going. Let me know before we begin, where are you coming in from and what is it that you do? I love to start by sharing this so that, right, you guys do, the dogs do it too. I'm like, maybe I should have had a dog babysitter. I might need to arrange that for the next few days. So yeah, let's keep going. I have a new puppy. Her name, I'm not going to say her name right now because she's out there. She is a sheepadoodle. Her name is Stella. And she's adorable and super sweet. And she doesn't bark much. That is a very interesting thing. So let's keep going. I'm going to share my screen. Yes, let us know in the comments who you are, where you're coming in from, what it is you do. And again, type the number 1 in the comments if you are ready for luxury branding and also a luxury lifestyle. Let's go. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get this party on the road. Okay, if you could let me know in the comments if you can see me, hear me, and see my screen. This is day 2, luxury branding. So again, if you could put a number 2 in the comments, if you can see my screen, hear me, and see me. Number 2 in the comments, pretty please. And also, just so I can see your name, there's a way to put your name into the StreamYard stream. So as you're commenting, I'll be able to see who's actually commenting and see your name if you'd like to do that. So as always, close down all windows. We're going to get going. If you're participating in the Scale Your Biz Bootcamp and you're wanting to win any prizes, today we're going to announce most engaged from yesterday when we count up all the comments. So as far as comments, sharing this with other people, the exchange, again, is energy. I'm not charging for this week. It is an exchange of energy and value. So if you find and bring you value, stay engaged, stay present, and take action. 2 in the comments if you can see everything. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's do this thing. You ready? So I'm going to take you through this. Branding and why it matters. Studies have shown that you only get 2 seconds to grab someone's eye and their attention Type the word attention in the comments, okay? Attention in the comments. Attention. I'm going to not share my screen because I'm going to share with you when it's a little more visual, okay? So attention is the number one thing you're after. Circle that, write it down, write it down. That is proven. What you really need to get is somebody's attention. Like, you only get 2 seconds. That is not enough time for them to even know who you are or what you do. The only thing you have enough time for in 2 seconds is attention. Okay, so that's what you're actually after. And this is why how you hold yourself in person and online, just so you know, this study is not just online, it is in person. People get their first impression of you after 2 seconds. Type that in the comments. You need to understand this. 2 seconds. And there's studies shown that in order for them to change their mind about you, if they had a bad first impression, that it takes 10 positive interactions with you to take over the one first negative. That's very, very powerful. Type in the comments, me, if you are ready to up level your branding because you know it is not giving your best first impression. And maybe your branding also includes your hair, your style, your makeup, or if you're a natural queen, that is good too. But whatever is your most authentic self, are you actually, when you go out in the day, putting your best foot forward? You never know who you're about to meet. I heard it from one of my, there's a SWAT team over there. No, I think it was a joke, like SWAT business thing. Anyway, I heard it from my branding is great because of you. Yes. So I've heard it that you never know who you're going to meet in the day, right? And one of my professors in college, he used to say, and this was, he would say, you need to understand as you're walking through the street. I lived in Boston at the time. I was in music college. And he's like, you never know who you're going to meet in class. You never know who you're going to meet on the street. And they may only remember like that version of you. And yeah, friends, it takes a little extra effort. We live, a lot of us, let's say in America, where things are pretty chill. It depends on what part of America you live in. But you don't have to go with the culture. You don't have to go with the tides of culture. You actually could be the best dressed person in the room. You actually could be the best brand online. And just remember, you are in competition with the celebrities. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I'm going to share with you how you can compete with the celebrities and compete with the competition by being the best you possible. All right? So type a number 3 in the comments right now if you're ready to keep going through this thing over here. So over here. So in these pages, and this is going to be part of your homework today, but it's also part of this presentation, I'm going to be guiding you through what branding means as a whole. And I am going to challenge you to up-level your own branding, and not just your design, your aesthetics, your logo, your colors, but your quality of life. Put life, type the word life in the comments if you want to up-level all of parts of your life, or at least a part of your life. Is it your body? Is it your family life? Is it a relationship? Is it where you live? Is it the home? Is it the decorations? Is it where you travel? How often you travel? The way that you travel? What part of your life are you wanting to up level? And what I'm going to challenge you to do is, the way you hold your brand is going to it's going to be an extension of your best you. Okay? Like the you that you wish you were today. I really want to take you out of wherever you're looking at, whatever thing you're going through. I want you to be like, well, what do I want to see? There's this great book I read, and it says, what do you want to see? And that's part of the thing with, oh, it's on this side. I feel like a weather person. It's on this side. It's, what do you want to see? And so what I do, the way I do branding is very much like probably a vision board creator, which I was just going to say, one of my clients, Jackie, is a specialist at this and helping people with their dream life, is I help you create your dream brand based on your dream style. Like, actually help people style their photo shoots, style themselves, and help them show up in a way so that when we do your website and we do these funnels that we're going to be talking about tomorrow, like, you're like positioning yourself. This is not just about a funnel. This is not just about an online product. We talked yesterday, you are the brand. So understand, when you're living your best life, naturally you are walking more into that level of attraction. Does this make sense? Type the number 1 in the comments if you're catching what I'm putting down. So, what part of your life do you desire to up level? Okay, so my dream is to be able to more than afford flying me and my kids first class this next summer and my family to Europe. We got to go to Kauai for the first time last year, and it was amazing. I paid cash for it out of my business, and it was so beautiful and so life changing. And this year, we're going to get to have our passports aligned. And there's a whole dream my son has been planning for like 2-3 years to get to England. He's actually been obsessed with England since he was 3 and started watching Stampy Cat YouTube videos. Okay. So why I'm sharing all this is Stampy Cat was one of the top YouTubers in the world. Do any of you guys have kids who watch Stampy Cat? Maybe you did. He's actually brilliant. I didn't get it till I saw them at Minecon in person. So going along with that, and it's on my vision board over here. I also love Europe. I've been to Europe multiple times, but my kids haven't had passports yet. So we've been working on that. And so my whole branding is based on Paris, France, and my travels around the world to Portugal, to England, to New York, to LA, to Nashville, here in Dallas, Texas, because I love to travel. I love to luxury. I'm going to take you guys through high level, mid level, low level brands, which is very much like how yesterday we talked about low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket packages, which are going to go through that even more. This is all interconnected. What you need to realize about yourself as an entrepreneur, especially those of you who are solopreneurs, maybe you have a VA or a team member, but really they're buying you. Type it in the comments. My dream clients are buying me. So what are they buying? And you need to understand as you up level yourself in all the categories that is, you are also being able to attract more up leveled clients. And let me tell you now, clients who pay more and are appreciative and are kind and loving go together. People looking for a deal, a discount, a sale, and scrimping and doing all that are not dream clients for any of us. Okay, so the deal people typically take things for granted. They're not appreciative. They're complaining. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But if you up level yourself, you up level your brand, you learn how to put together a high ticket package, which we're going to talk about. Then all of a sudden you're showing up and the eyeballs that like are the people who go on tours in Europe and the south of France and travel all around the globe and private jets and different things like that. All of a sudden you're attracting them. It's amazing how it works. So type the word dream in the comments if you want to attract your dream clients and you also want to live your dream life, have your dream brand. All these things are the things of your dreams. For real. It's like Aladdin and the carpet ride. Like, what is your whole new world? Let's attract it. And let's start today with daydreaming and planning and taking action on your dream brand. Okay. And it's a luxury brand. Believe me, it's a luxury brand. You want the luxury brand. So let's go through this workbook. Okay. So this is what you're going to get today. Now, first thing. Okay. I want you to take a look at the left column over here. All right. Left column only. Louis Vuitton, Tesla, Gucci, Chanel, Dior. Can you write down words that these brands make you think or feel? I want you to write it down, just these ones on the left. When you see Louis Vuitton, when you see Tesla, when you see Gucci, when you see Chanel, when you see Dior, what words come to mind? And I also want you, we're going to be taking a look at their logos, but what words come to mind? For me, expensive, quality, exciting, innovative, creative, classy, like high quality, beautiful. Like what I think of Dior and the smells, like smells and scents and just luxury and rich, right? Abundant. What comes to mind for you, right? Write it in the comments, okay? And if you're being triggered, then that's good. That means that you have some work to do and you need to look there after this call. Okay, let's go to the mid-level style. I'll be honest, this is my jam over here. And I was telling my team we were putting these together. And I don't know if it's just because like I actually drove in a Tesla, but I prefer my Jeep. So Lululemon, Anthropologie, So now we're going to go to part two. So type the number two, but type the number two in the comments, mid-level, mid-level. Lululemon. Now I wouldn't say this is mid-level. I mean, it's still $120 for some workout pants, but in my opinion, these are the best workout pants ever. A dream of mine is definitely to get to be a Lululemon like model and get a percentage of sales for that. Yes, I would love that because I love their pants. I believe in them. Let me talk to you about why I love Lululemon. So when I was working out after my second baby and I was doing this boot camp for myself, I tried all these different pants. I didn't have much money at the time. I hadn't built my business up and I've always kind of been self-supported. And so I didn't even know what Lululemon was. I think I'd been in a store years before. They didn't fit. I was bigger. So even their highest size at that time, I could not fit into. So as I had lost weight and got more fit, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try one of these pairs of pants. I'm going to invest. I closed a client deal and I was like, I'm going to take $120 and I'm going to go buy those pants. And let me tell you, they stayed up when I was doing these CrossFit HIIT style workouts. They made me feel good in my body. I feel like they're slimming and supportive, and they stayed up. They didn't fall down when you're doing burpees or if you're running or if you're doing push-ups. So this is why, because I work out almost every single day, I love Lululemon pants. And anytime I've tried to get a deal or a discount, they never work. I've either thrown out or given away those discounted products, even other name brands. So this is why I love Lululemon. This is why quality is better than quantity. So type that in the comments. Quality is better than quantity. This is very similar to transformation being greater than information, like what we talked about yesterday. My brain goes to systems and to patterns, okay? So the pattern here is that what you can draw the lines from yesterday to today is that quality is always better. Okay. I'd rather have 5 pairs of Lululemon pants than 10 pairs of anything else. Any day. I'd almost rather have 2 and wash them every 2 days, literally. And that's what happens when you work with someone who's awesome. And that's why I am awesome at what I do, because I give you quality and it is not cheap and it is not affordable. In fact, I don't like to be called those words anymore. I am high quality. I am expensive, but I'm valuable and I do have payment plans. Now, isn't that awesome? So let's keep going. How exciting is this? Okay, so Lululemon, Anthropologie, Virgin. I love Virgin. Richard Branson. He's such an innovator. He has changed our world as entrepreneurs. If you don't know much about him, you need to search him. Virgin Air, when I went to Los Angeles, you guys can see my screen, right? When I went to Los Angeles, it was like at the time I was still dealing with my fear of flying, and his wing at the airport, the Virgin one, was like beautiful and updated and gorgeous. Just like everything he does is innovated, is beautiful, is open, is classy. He's awesome. So I put him here because I love Anthropologie. I would say these are my favorite brands. I've rode in one of those. I've never had, except Dior. I've had Dior perfume. I've never felt called to this, but at the same time, I wasn't exposed to these brands. I grew up a preacher's daughter. We didn't have almost any money. This was definitely Walmart and Kmart special was my line. I didn't even get any of these till I was in my 30s. So Apple products, awesome, right? What do you think of when you see these brands? I'd like you to write them down. Again, these, I'm thinking quality. I'm thinking stylish and beautiful, innovative. Innovated here, great marketing, clean. They're my favorite products. I've used Apple products since I was 20. Jeep is my favorite brand. Like I said, I had the opportunity to buy pretty much any car, and this was the one I wanted, and I still have got a second one after my first one. Why? I think they're unique. They're rugged. I'm putting Target. I couldn't put that in low, and it's not up in the high, but I still think Target is one of these mid-levels where you can get the more quality stuff that looks really good. I wouldn't say their clothes are, for me, I don't think they're very high quality. I think there's some better programs over here for high quality clothes. I would say 7 Jeans would be over here. So this is the mid-level, but I will say all these brands make me happy. They really do. When I think about these, they make me happy. It makes me want to buy them, be a part of it. I love it. I would put Starbucks here as well. All right, so in the comments, let's go see what you guys are saying over here. What are you guys saying about these mid-level brands, right? A Jeep is on your vision board. Awesome. More affordable. They're still pricey, let's be honest. And a Jeep is $40K, $50K, $60K, even some of them pre-owned. And then you can add to them. Target is mid-level for many things for sure, but it's at least nice, right? You can buy some beautiful things. I think I got This from Target, this pretty picture. These were at a boutique in a rich part of town. You definitely can get those products there. Totally a mid-level person. I would say that most of us probably on this kind of stream are. That's what I guess. I kind of put those things there. So it's still like you're reaching into luxury, but you're feeling probably maybe didn't come from money or a ton of millions of extra dollars. Even with millions of dollars, I feel extremely happy about all those brands. How about you? Okay. So then let's go and talk about the low level. Okay. And it's not to make anybody feel bad. We've all been there, most of us. Okay, Walmart. Like seriously, Walmart and Ross, I like never want to go in there ever again. And I'm just being honest because it's just anytime I've been there, it's because I am trying to save money and it like the whole experience makes me feel icky. Kia, I just can't. Sorry to anybody who has a Kia. Having a car at all is truly a blessing. I'm not a snob about it. What I'm telling you is if you compare Kia to Tesla or to Jeep, like you see what I'm saying? So there are some cool new, I don't want to feel bad putting these logos. I've shopped or driven all these things. How about you guys? Okay. There's nothing wrong with these things, but they give a certain different feeling. I also would like to call your attention to the vibe of even their logos. Do you notice over here, there's these different kinds of logos, the fonts they use. And then look over here. It's very basic. It's very bulky. It's almost like young, right? They're just trying to grab attention. I mean, Hondas are great cars, so are Toyotas. But again, these are lower level when you're compared to, you can get the low level ones compared to these other brands. And obviously we've got the Lamborghinis and the other sports cars, things like that. But I'm mostly talking to women here. So these are things that we're drawn to. What do these logos or these company names make you feel like? But quite frankly, you go there to get a deal. Am I right? You go to those places to get a deal. You're like, I need to buy in bulk. And so, it's okay to love the things you love. This is your life. When I said this is your dream life, but when we're going to talk about you being branded and attracting the things you want, like, I personally, I can't go to those stores. So I lived in the middle of nowhere for like 3.5 years, and it definitely got me out of consumerism for the most part. So still to this day, it's actually hard for me to go in bigger stores. I was really separated from everything for several years. And now I really made a conscious decision that I really was trying to only get things I love. My family moved most of my life. I downsized to a 2-bedroom, 1-bath post-divorce. Now I'm in a much larger place, but even filling it, I took like 6-7 months. Even my master bedroom isn't totally done because I've been like, I only want things I absolutely love around me in the closets, in the garage. And that's an area I need to keep cleaning out over Christmas break. But the thing is, it's an intentional to be excellent in every spot of my home, in my body. Okay. So, yes, exactly. So it's not that those places aren't lifesavers. Those places have been lifesavers. I like this. Somebody said that Costco, Walmart has been as well for me at times when like I couldn't even afford Target clothes for my kids when they were younger. So it's okay wherever you're at. This is not meant to make anybody feel bad. What we're looking at though is notice that we get talking. We are all having emotional reactions to these brands. And I can tell just by the comments how almost nobody said anything about the high level, about words, because most of us have experienced the mid-level and the low level. Am I right? So let's be real about that. But let's do some deep diving into this. If other people out there have figured out how to make millions and billions, why can't you? Seriously, why can't you? You're going to have some excuses pop up in your brain by me asking you that. Now, I believe in asking questions because the answers that come up for us naturally are either a clue to something we need to heal or to something that we really do believe. But just because you don't believe that today, it's okay. You can change that. That's a good question. Like nobody's typing. Crickets. I don't know what to say. Why can't I? I don't know. You can. So say it with me. If someone else has, why can't I? Like, ask yourself that. If somebody else can't, I'm going to take a sip of my water bottle. Okay, so the truth is you can. So now that we know that you can, and now that we know that you want to be an upper level brand, because that means you're going to attract upper level clients who have the money to invest. So, since I love that question, if someone else can, why can't I? And let me give it to you even real. Even if you've never seen somebody else do it, maybe you were the trailblazer. You know, there had to be the first person who discovered electricity. There had to be the first person who discovered how to fly a plane. Now look what we've come within 100 years, 150 years of the Wright brothers. I mean, jets. Like, it's interesting how then when somebody broke the 4-minute mile, sometimes I have goosebumps saying this. I believe somebody here is the trailblazer. Maybe it's all of you. I know it's me. I had not seen a single mom who didn't have the support of an ex who was like divorced go and figure out how to move away from her family, cut off toxic family ties, and start over in a cottage by the sea, living her dream life. And yet I did it. And it's okay that you haven't seen it done. If there's something in your heart to do it, then maybe you're the trailblazer. And then you're part of your job, if you choose to accept it, my fellow Jedis, is to reach down and grab others with you. And you can charge them for that. Okay. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to help them do it. You know, when me and my team were creating this workbook and I was typing everything up and taking you guys through this process, I really want you to understand. I want this to be the best training you've ever had on branding. I'm competitive with myself, and I definitely want to blow everybody else out of the water. If you think of your business and your life like you're an Olympian and you're going for the gold, I find it helps me have so much passion. So how about you type gold in the comments if you want to live your life going for the gold every day? Go for the gold. Okay. So I want to teach you about branding and why this is about up leveling your entire life so that you can up level the visual brand. But it does start in here and it's going to be an extension. Okay. So let's do it. Okay. So we're going to keep moving on. Now, next part. Woo, this is the part that gets me excited. So we looked at logos and we're going to, you also take the time to really analyze the designs. Notice these designs are unique, have different fonts, and these all look like this. Okay. So how do these pictures make you feel? And when you do this in your workbook and you come back to this, this is a first class. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in to each thing. This one over here on the left. I don't know about you, but that's really the only way I'd like to travel. What? I think I could get behind flying if this is what it looked like. And that's probably going to cost about 5K or more, I'd say. So it's time to make more money, friends. It's time to make more money if one-way tickets are going to cost this. But who wants to fly like that? Put the word fly, first class. Put first class, first class, first class in the comments. Come on. Like, yes to this. I want to teach you to say yes to the things you want to say yes to. I want to see all these yeses, right? Right? Over here. Yes. Do you want this? How about this picture? Walking in, unique style. I picked one that wasn't that fancy on purpose because this is, some cute shoes, a dress that's comfy, a big bag. Yes, smiling with that in the background. I have been there. It is amazing. These pictures that are up here, just so you know, are from mine that I took in Paris. If you go to my website, there's Notre Dame. This was a cafe there. This was a fountain in Paris. This was just a little look through and I love it. A cappuccino. I love Paris. I love traveling so much. So who wants this? How does this make you feel? Does it make you feel hopeful? Does it make you feel excited? And how about this one? Like me and my family went to Kauai and it looked like this and it was magic and it was amazing and it was worth it. And it was so expensive. And it was so worth it. It was so worth it. We live one time. I will tell you, I prefer luxury. Can we just talk about it? I prefer luxury to a motel. I prefer nice clothes to scratchy, uncomfortable ones. Like, put in the comments, where is your dream to fly to first class? Put it in the comments right now. Where do you want to go? What kind of hotel do you want to stay at or resort? Where do you want to go? Let's hear it. If somebody gave you $20K today to spend on a first class ticket to take you and the person and people you love the most, you probably need more money than that. Let's say it's 50K just for that. Where are you going? Where are you going? Italy. Okay, awesome. Italy's for sure on my list too. I've not been there. Lots of Italy's, right? I want to have a honeymoon in Venice is on my list, and Switzerland. Yes, like let's go eat pizza and gelato and cappuccinos in Italy. Amazing, right? Let's do it. Okay, so let's look at that. Now let's come over here. How does this picture make you feel? How does it make you feel? Put it in the comments. Oh, like it would stress me freaking out. It makes me wonder why I even traveled at all. Like, I'm like, why did I do this? I could be at home. Okay, now all of us love Netflix, but let's be honest. If we're comparing this picture to this picture, which is what I'm doing here, come on, we got to have a limit to it. It's fun to chill, relax with people you love, but hours and hours on end of binging and doing this on our couches instead of out walking about, learning new languages, connecting with people, we're not going to look back at our life and think, I wish I would have watched more Netflix. Like, seriously. Again, I'm a fan. I like to snuggle up and watch something cool as well. But this needs to be done after we've been doing these things. Okay. And let's be honest. This vibe compared to this vibe, like, come on. How does this make you feel? This makes me feel like I'm going to get bitten by bed bugs. It makes me feel gross. I might get raped or murdered. I'm being real. This is nasty. No. Okay. Like, who wants to up level? Put it in the comments. Up level, up level, up level, up level, up level, up level, up level. Today's your day to up level. Yeah. I just felt it. It's just the day. So we're going to up level. I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. You guys ready? Type up level in the comments if you are ready for me to help. You want me to help you up level right now. I'm going to take you through some worksheets. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to do this. You're going to take some time to do this today. The link again is going to be posted right after this call, so you can download this PDF. Okay. Let's up level. Let's do it. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to do this exercise where we want to think about what words you want people to think of when they think of your brand. Because again, it's 2 seconds. Okay. So when we look up here, we see the difference. Like, even this speaks luxury, does it not? This is like innovative. And it's because, we have brand recognition. But even if you didn't, these are some nice brands. Okay. Any of these, I'd be like, no, this is interesting. I like Honda cars. But the point is like that, these speak a certain vibe, and that's what we want. Okay. So we need to kind of like go within, and you need to start to give yourself some time, set a 10-minute timer, a 30-minute timer. 30 minutes too long for this exercise. Set a 10 or 15-minute timer. And what you want to do is you want to brainstorm words. I recommend before you read through these words that you kind of brainstorm. And then if you get caught, you look through all of it. So once you've brainstormed and you've read through this at the end of your timer, then you can kind of go circle your top 3. You've got to learn to be decisive. We are not everything to all people. I would say for me, and I'm doing this on the go, I would say impact, luxury, and fun are 3 things that are extremely important to me in my branding. Okay. Impact, luxury, and fun. So let's come down here now. With the 3 words in mind, you're going to take a look at what colors and images would help evoke those words and emotions even before they read anything. So they would be more likely to press follow or sign up on your list. Because remember, type it in the comments. How many seconds do you get? How many seconds? 2 seconds. So I've included courtesy of Sibylary Biro. I'm not sure her name, but I always credit people who does color psychology, what these colors can portray. So for me, I don't always go by color psychology because I have a vibe. But when I'm training people to kind of do it themselves, but this is why my clients hire me, because sometimes we can try to wing it. I don't like any of these color tones, by the way, for branding. This is to help you understand, though, how color psychology works. So pink-ish, remember these are ish colors: affection, compassion, feminine, healthy, happy, optimism, playful, romance, softness, sweet. turquoise, healing, imagination, peace, protection. I'm saying these, so I grabbed a few color palettes that my clients are typically drawn to. I would say I'm most drawn to this one. I like the look of all of them, but when I do like my website, which is over here, tianasmithcoaching.com, I did a very Parisian, again, I like simplicity, white space. I like photo heavy. I like this kind of tone of colors so that when the photos are on there, it just kind of blends. I like the peace of calm where people want to stay for a while. These are all pictures I took. So this is kind of where we're going with this. You want to really sit with who you are, what kind of life you want to be living. And then we're going to break it down into these words, what's important to you for your brand though. So like what is important to you for your brand? That's important to know. You can put some words even in the comments right now. Like what words do you want people to think of when they think of your brand? For me, I want them to think about money, freedom, fun, luxury. I'd say freedom, fun, luxury because yeah, I want the freedom, the fun, the luxury. So you're going to get to that. And it might be some of these help you lead to your main words. So impactful is also important. Creative are words, strong. You're going to have different words that get drawn out to you. You can always get a thesaurus out as well. And you can look up some words and a synonym in a dictionary. You can Google it. But do this work later today. And when you see the post with the homework, come and let us know your 3 words, okay? Now, let's talk again about the colors. Now, a lot of people don't realize they can go on Pinterest and I hope I'm sharing my screen here. I am, okay. Okay, over here on Pinterest, you can search any color palette you want. So you could say free, like blue color palette. Now, the thing is that there's all kinds of blues. Now, why it's important is like some of these blues don't look good on online, friends. Like there's a lot of color palettes. This one actually is giving you the code. This is very, very cold. I wouldn't recommend that. I would usually search a blue with a warmer color. Blue is a cool color. So there's a lot of psychology that goes behind the scenes into creating your brand, creating your colors. I like to get you started on this, but when we work with my clients, we actually do screen shares. I guide them through fonts. They fill out another quiz, which I'm going to give you a mini version of it on the next page of this. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. So we're diving into all these things and also your favorite brands. Like that's going to go on the list too. Who do you follow? What clothes do you like to wear? What clothes would you wear if budget wasn't an issue, right? All of those things. Okay, so let's get to this last part here of your quiz. Okay, so then you're going to fill in this design and branding quiz. Do you have a beautiful logo or do you need or want a new one? Okay, what colors are important to you to portray? And I'm giving you the tidbit. This all goes all together. What fonts are your favorite? You can also check out Creative Market for font choices that are luxury. What kind of vibe do you want your logo and your brand to give off? What top 3 words represent you as a brand? Essentially, what I pulled together was all the work we've been working on. You're going to come and fill it in here to give you like a table of contents. And then what deadline are you going to set for yourself to make sure you have a gorgeous brand, colors, and words that reflect who you are? And even if you've worked with me and you're watching this, I think that this is still a good one to go through, especially the one with the words, especially also the whole luxury, reminding yourself that like the way that you hold yourself matters, okay? And I'm going to give you a few examples. Some of my clients are even on here. Here's Jackie Armstrong. We help by giving that first few seconds, like she's got the vision board in her picture. She's smiling. Jessica, she helps Business Bessie. She helps them turn their business goals into bite-sized daily tasks. We write this down. We get the words together, the vibes together, the colors together. Getting organized with Heather. She helps people. She's a go-to get it done organization and abundance coach for busy women and entrepreneurs. And so this is the power of consistency is once you've got all this done and you've got this logo, your fonts, your colors, the messaging all come together. And so when you show up on social media or on your website, people actually know what it is you do. If it's all mishmash, it's all mishmash. Stop acting like it doesn't matter. It matters. Please type "it matters" in the comments. It matters. It matters. It matters. I am in shock when people tell me they are a 6-figure earner and their website isn't working. They don't have funnels and they try to say it doesn't matter. Well, they'd be higher up if it did matter. And then they're winging it. So they're winging it instead of automating. And then them saying it doesn't matter, they're going to attract a certain kind of client who also believes details don't matter. A person of excellence looks at the little things as well as the big things, because all the little things add up to the big thing. Right? When I picked out my necklace, I made sure it matched here. And you don't see that I have like super cute, speaking of seven jeans on, right? Those are my favorite kind of jeans. And I will say, because of not wanting to wear heels in the house, I got some sparkly Crocs, and they're adorable, and they still match my outfit. And so you don't see that, but I see that. You don't see my desk on this other side, but it's all organized and clean. You don't see my closet, but it is organized and clean, because it is now. I redid it. It was the last one I needed to do. Oh, thank you. 7 jeans are my favorite jeans, by the way, for everybody. I will tell you, there's a list of brand names that I have learned are really, really good for most women, and I believe in them. Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, like the thing that you go underneath the eyeshadow, is way better than all the other ones I've ever tried. So I'm sharing that because these little things do matter. And definitely somebody's Facebook header with fonts, if it's one way on Facebook and it's another way on LinkedIn, that's completely inconsistent. Do you ever see Gucci's brand change? Do you? Say yes or no in the comments. Do you ever see Target use a different logo? Then why are you guys using different fonts for your logo? Like, it's time to get real, because what you're doing is you're stifling your sales, because you're looking mishmash and you're looking like a thrift store or Walmart special rather than Gucci, or at least rather than Anthropologie or Lululemon. Come on, right? So who is committed to stopping messing around with all these fonts and color choices? Those aren't the things you should be messing with. You can mess around with an image on Instagram, but still use your logo, right? You can play and you can have fun. Like the laughing with the Walmart special, right? Like, come on. Is that who you want to be? No, I know it's not. Nobody does. And give me a break. If you had the choice to shop at Target or Walmart, which one are you choosing to go into? Be honest. It's a matter of money and prioritizing your money. And sometimes we didn't in the past have choices. But as of today, you get to decide. I had it on my vision board for a long time. I meant to get the logo for it, Whole Foods. So there is not a Whole Foods close to me, but there's a Sprouts, which is a very similar one. And it's right across the street from my awesome gym. So within 0.8 miles from this place is a Lifetime Fitness gym, which is about $100 a month. And then there's Sprouts. And Sprouts has pre-made goods. It has pre-marinated meats, which are like amazing and moist and delicious. And we put them on the grill and it tastes better than a lot of restaurants, and it's healthy. So across the street is Walmart and Kroger. So 0.8 miles from me is a Lifetime Fitness. And then a couple miles away is a 24-hour fitness, which is $30 a month. So many people are like, well, I'll go to Kroger and I'll go and get the crappy food that has different things that are killing our bodies inside, because there's too many choices and distractions of the crack food, like, being honest. Okay. So they'll go there and then they'll go to the cheaper gym where things are breaking down or it's not as nice, rather than spending $70 more per month on that and maybe $200 on groceries, but then saving themselves to hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical fees as your body goes, instead of it growing and being healthier. What I'm trying to say is people are prioritizing the wrong things. Invest in your health, invest in your brand, invest in your style, invest in you, and then you're going to show up, I would say, in the priority of yourself and your brand, and move it outward. Because see, if you invest in what you look like on camera and how good you feel getting in front of people, you're going to attract more people who are going to pay you. And when your brand matches the vibe of where you want to go in your life, who you want to serve, where you want to live, and even if your house doesn't reflect it yet, or your neighborhood yet, it will. Because essentially what you're doing is you're turning your brand into your vision board, into your dream life. And that is what I do. I take your dreams and your vision and all the big things that you really want from life that's inside of you already, this lifetime of experience. And then I help you turn it into a luxury brand. And yes, it costs $10, $25, $30,000. There are payment plans, but you just said you want to make 6 figures a year, 7 figures a year. On day one, I talked to you about the softwares that only cost $225 per month, and you can make 7 figures from that in a year, in a day. It's just exciting. The priority is to fix this. The priority is to fix this. The priority is to fix your brand, and then as your brand expands, pay for all the other things so that then your life, your home, your family all reflects what you built. And yes, one woman in the business can do this. One single woman, one married woman, you can affect the trajectory of your own life, of your kids' lives, of your families. Both my children now dream to go and live in Europe. My son believes he can be a pro soccer player. I was always told it's ridiculous, a pipe dream, to be a musician. I've had 40 of my songs placed in TV, radio, film, with everybody over me telling me I couldn't do it. And I have done it by the grace of the Lord. I also make amazing money and provide for my family. And I pay for this house. There's a pool out back. I fly my kids back and forth around the world. And this is not to brag. It is to tell you my life did not look like this. I did not come from this. But when you fix this, and when you're around people, and if for a while that might mean no people except you and God and a couple good friends who build you up, you can make your life look like anything. But your brand online needs to be prioritized. And I talk about this because it is a lie for people to tell you it doesn't matter, because that is holding you back from attracting high ticket clients. The clients who can afford Gucci and Lululemon and Anthropology will not buy from you if your fonts and your colors and your photos are all over the place. So when we talk about high ticket packaging tomorrow, who's with me? Who's with me? I'm getting so hot. Oh, this is so hot, y'all. I need my wind man again. Yesterday we were at the gym, Eli, my guy, and I was walking by him. I had finished on those one bikes that the wind blows, and I walked. I was like, oh wait, I'm at the gym. You can check my Instagram. I think it's still on there. Anyway, so all that to say, it is necessary. It does matter. Stop believing the lies. It doesn't matter. And yes, you can keep winging it all day long and being in a hamster wheel hustle, or you can get your system set up. You can look great online. You can be in a community who loves you, and you can make more money and more empowered decisions from a place of more goodness instead. It's really up to you. So that's my deal. It's up to you. I'm available for you. If you're a more person, if you're a person that takes accountability and responsibility. So here's your homework. You're going to download the PDF, which goes out in 8 minutes, and you're going to do it. And you're going to post your 3 words, what colors you love. And again, even if you worked with me and you have your brand, let us know those colors. Take a screenshot of your brand pictures. I featured a few of my clients there. So if you're ready for more, though, it starts with you. It starts with you creating your luxury dream. And then let's make your luxury brand so that when people come to your Facebook, to your Instagram, to your website, they actually feel comfortable buying from you because it doesn't look like a mishmash. Okay. So let's go make money by looking like money. That sound good? So type the number 1 in the comments. Okay. Any questions? Any feedback? Have I helped you think about this differently, to understand this differently, to understand it does matter, you matter, and the little things matter, and the big things matter. It actually all matters. It all matters. So I would love to know any feedback, any takeaway. Feel free to add some more people to our group. Today is the last day we're going to be letting people in, or otherwise we're going to have to wait till February. And I will not be giving away this playbook again. It is too valuable. I actually am going to look at potentially getting it into a book deal. It will be going in my 7-figure club. So if you know any entrepreneur friends or other people who want in this group, who want access to this program, let's help them out. It's the holiday season. It's my birthday tomorrow. And tomorrow I have a very special birthday fun offer for all of you because of that. And yes, I'm so glad that you guys are getting it. about how the big companies keep their logo for years, not always changing them. Yeah, you guys, you want to think about keeping your brand for years. You want something so strong. If you rebrand it, you don't do it again over and over. A lot of entrepreneurs have a bad habit of doing that, even some of the famous ones. But when you're looking at real brands, they're not changing it because there needs to be brand recognition. They've spent millions, sometimes billions of dollars promoting that brand name. Think about Disney. For so many years. Why would they then change the logo and have to then redo it? You got to think with the end in mind. You need to think big picture. What kind of person are you? What kind of brand do you want to represent? Who are you? And even if right now it's like, I want to get to 6 figures, I'm telling you right now, even if you're just like, well, I just want to get to 10K a month. First of all, it's actually a big deal to get to 10K a month. It really is. And in order for you to do that, then to attract higher level luxury clients, you still begin with this. That is what I teach. It is what I believe. It is just the way that it is for those who it matters. And here's the other part. I don't know about you, but I like pretty things. Put in the comments if you like pretty things. You like pretty things. You like things that are beautiful, that are appealing to the eye. Thank you. So if you like pretty things, why wouldn't you want the extension of you to be beautiful? Your brand. So again, don't believe the lies. When people say, well, it doesn't really matter and I know I need to do that. Well, then why aren't you doing it? This is actually a top priority. So, of course, during this whole week, I do have 5 spots that I'm going to let go at the 2022 pricing for one of my my programs. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about, I have 2 scholarships. And then everybody after that who wants into this program, the 7-figure club, it's going to be at the 2023 pricing. So if any of you guys want to get early on the list of booking a call with me and chatting with me and learning more about what this program is, because you are done struggling, you can send me a message at any time during this week and we can arrange for a call together, a Zoom call together. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy this PDF. I put my heart into it. It is brand new. I can't wait to hear what you come up with, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will be checking in later today. Tag me if you have any questions, any kind of feedback you're looking for, and make sure to comment on your homework from yesterday and today if you didn't do it, to stay qualified for some prizes. So I will see you guys soon, and have a beautiful, blessed day.